Welcome to working in the evenings to make sure that your clients can do their work properly. On the bright side, this looks like a pretty nice evening to be riding to work. On the not as bright side, I suppose, that on the way home it's going to be dark, which means we'll have to watch out extra sharp for deer. Now, an interesting thing about this little trip to work with Anthony, I don't know how many more of them I'm going to have. My employer is closing down the facility that I work at. And from the looks of things, I am moving to Alabama for a couple of years. Maybe longer, I don't know. On the bright side of that, though, it'll be an adventure. I get to drive my sister's 1972 Dodge Travico motorhome out there, assuming I get it running safely. I mean, it's running now. I got it running. Put a new carb on it, tuned it up, and right now it's down at Les Schwab to get the brakes and front end and tires, other assorted, safety items checked. And I expect there'll be a few things that they need to replace there. And then we're going to, at least so the plan goes, be taking that 72 Travco and travel-coing across the U.S. From the top of Idaho down to the Huntsville area. I think my bike is staying here. My kids are going to be taking care of our place for an undetermined period of time, which will be good for them and us. And I may be posting some videos on a different kind of bike. My sister has a Ducati Scrambler, and I've ridden it a couple of times. It's a cool little bike. It's got a much bigger engine than this does. I think it's like 800, like 803 cc, something right in there. I'll have to look it up. About an inch less ground clearance, which honestly most of the time isn't really an issue. I gotta look. I'm not sure if it's got any protection on it, skid plates, that kind of thing. And the tires that she has on it currently are more, I mean, they say they're trail tires, right? But that's what they said about the tires that came with this bike too. So we'll see what my options are for riding, but I think there's chances to get out onto some country roads, dirt roads, stuff like that out there. And if that's the case, especially if there's going to be mud on them, which seems likely, I'll probably want to buy her a new set of tires. And might want to have a look and see what my luggage options are, because if memory serves, I don't think she's got luggage on there, and want to have some luggage options besides just a backpack. What I'd really like is to have them both out here and, try riding them one after the other or side by side if my sister was here, down some of our Forest Service and logging roads up here just south of Canada. And maybe that'll happen after all. Might just take a little while. So anyway, I've taken advantage of the opportunity to ride my motorcycle wherever possible because I want to, and because As much as I love my 67 Impala, this is much cheaper to operate. And with the new 47-liter top case I've got on here, I can throw small desktop computers in there, several laptops, you know, the usual stuff that I wind up having to move around at work. Like, so for example, this evening I'm going in, I've got to pick up a couple of laptops that need updates and they're not applying automatically like they should. Thank you, Microsoft. So hopefully going to force those to install this evening. I had 5 of them. Last night I went in and was there till 2 in the morning. Managed to get 3 of them to update, but these 2 are just being stubborn. So took down the error messages, did a little bit of research, and gonna give it another go. I mean, in some cases, you know, it'd be a lot faster just to re-image the computers, but here's the thing: everybody's got pretty heavy workloads right now, due to the fact that we are working towards shutting down. And I don't really want to disrupt their workflow. So if there's any way to do this without having to re-image and then reinstall all their apps and transfer their profiles, all that kind of stuff, that's the route I want to go. Much better for them. And truthfully, I don't really mind working off hours on occasion. I think it kind of works out in my job. You know, this afternoon, I took off a little early knowing that I'd be back in and knowing that I was there way late last night. And, you know, was able to drop off that Travco motorhome at the tire shop to get it inspected. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have some at least budgetary numbers on what we'll need to do. And I'll have them do the stuff that I am not able to do or don't think I'll have the time to do. And then I'll get it back and continue working on the little stuff. There's wiring issues that need to be cleaned up. The headlight switch is boogered up. Don't know if I'll be able to just clean it or if I'm going to have to try to track down a new one, because basically you can have headlights or you can have dash lights, but you can't have both unless you fiddle with the switch and manage to rock it into the magic spot where they both come on. But then, you know, you hit a bump and you don't know which one's going to go off. Preferably the dash lights, right? So lots of that kind of stuff. We need to check all the grounds. I had the dash out the other day, cleaned everything up on the dash with electrical cleaner and a rotary tool. Cleaned all those connections up, put them back together, tested everything, put new LED bulbs into the dash panel. Some of them were burnt out and others were just old. So now it's got a nice ice blue look to the dash panel. That's good. And pleasant surprise, these LED bulbs actually work with the dimmer. A lot of LEDs, when you dim them, they don't actually dim because, you know, they don't care if they get the full 12 volts to put their output at close to maximum power. So anyway, there you go. This may or may not be the last ride to work with Anthony post that we're going to get here, but there They're numbered. I know that much. So, until next time, hope you all have fun. If I'm not posting videos, it's probably because I'm working on Travcos and Impalas, and got to get the oil changed in my ATV before I leave, and of course I'm going to have some busy days at work as well. So long, and talk to you next time. Anthony, out.